with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. Shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern! And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Daniel. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Daniel. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, and it keeps it on pace for success. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Snap in the shotgun. Got his man quickly. And they're able to make the tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big beyond the sticks. Into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Rush is on him. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Fires one high and deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. They want to throw it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to the running game. Can't get it to the ground. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll heave it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Brock. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to get...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage at games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's complete on the right side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Gives it on the option. Across the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in... What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man in the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they...
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Fires to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to.
He's got it.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's got it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Back to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing
To the end zone, and it's picked off. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Right back to the well. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Using the quick game. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been...